Good morning, everyone. This is the fourth episode of our subject, CDA 5 Technical Report Writing. In this episode, we will learn what is memorandum and the parts of memorandum. First, we will define memorandum. Memorandum is often abbreviated as memo, a short written report used for internal communication within an organization. A memorandum type of report which typically used in the law enforcement agencies to document investigation, operations, and administrative matters. Just like, for example, in the PNP, they utilize a comprehensive system of reports to ensure accountability, transparency, and effective policy. The format of memorandums used by this office typically follows a standardized structure to ensure clarity and uniformity. As I've said earlier, that PNP organization used this memorandum to communicate an announcement or notification, to convey essential decision or information, to provide information about a particular matter, and to contain details needed for specific meetings, projects, or policies. The things I mentioned are precisely the purpose behind this memorandum. Here's an outline of the essential components of a memorandum. No, we will discuss the parts of memorandum. Number one is the heading. Heading: all materials above the first line of the body comprise the heading. These are the office origin, address, file reference, identifying initials, date, subject, channels through which the letter will pass, and addressee to whom the letter is being written. Part of the heading is letter A is the letterhead. Letterhead is a printed heading on stationery that identifies a company or individual. It's crucial part of branding and professional communication. What you can typically find in a letterhead are as follows. No? Number one is the company name. Company name, this is usually company name or office name. No? This is usually the most prominent element, clearly indicating who the letter is from. Next is the logo. Logo is the visual representation of the company's brand or office, no? Often placed alongside the name. So, in the PNP organization, from national headquarters down to regional headquarters, provincial, and city or municipal police stations, they have different logos, no? And this uh, logo is representing their office, no? Whether it is from national headquarters, regional headquarters, down to city or municipal police stations. Next is the uh, contact information or the social media link, no? Social media link. Now, this includes the company's address, phone number, email address, Facebook, Twitter, and website. Next is the registration number. So registration number is optional, no? If applicable, the company registration number might be included, especially for limited companies. So sa PNP organization, itong registration number, no, hindi masyado tong pinapractice, no? But in the private company, mayroon to, no? Okay. So next is the slogan or tagline. Now, this is a short phrase that captures the company's mission or values. Uh, itong mga slogan or tagline, no, sa private companies, kalimitan makikita natin to. Pero doon sa PNP, no, hindi masyadong ginagamit to, no. Minsan it depends upon the commander, no. Kasi minsan may nakikita din ako na nilagyan ng tawag dito slogan, no. Yung slogan ng PNP na which is to serve and protect, no. Merong nilalagay na ganun. But mostly most of the letterhead is walang ganun. Okay? Next is the special promotions, no. Special promotion is a brief mention of current offers or discounts. Dito naman sa special promotions, no, sa memo type, no, sa letterhead ng ng PNP, no, hindi to ginagamit, no. Wala akong nakikita na ganun. Pero sa mga private companies, no, mayroon ito. Next is the header or footer. Header or footer, this can be used to add additional information or design elements, no. Again, itong header or footer, no, sa memo type ng PNP organization, wala na siyang ganon, no. Maybe sa private company mayroong ganon din, no. Mayroong ganon na nilagay na header or footer. So I will give you an example of a letterhead, no. This is usually a letterhead from the regional office, no. Kung makikita nyo sa screen, nakalagay dyan ang Republic of the Philippines, the National Police Commission, Philippine National Police, then from the regional office and the unit and the address, as well as the contact information yung sa baba, then plus the PNP logo and the office logo, no. Tandaan niyo yan, palaging nasa left side yung logo ng organization and yung logo ng office is nasa right side. Letter B, part of heading is the file reference. File reference is a unique identifier assigned to a documents within an organization's filing system. It serves as a way to quickly locate and retrieve specific files. It is usually placed 2 spaces below the letterhead, no? Each part of the reference is usually used as identifying information on the second and subsequent pages. So, for example, yan, kung makikita natin sa file reference, no, ang purpose niyan, ang sabi ko kanina, is to quickly locate, no, a document, no, by just looking its reference number, no. Kung nakikita no diyan, yung nakalagay na RDEU, yan ang unit niya, plus my month, date, and year, plus the reference number of the document, which is the 001. Okay, so that is file reference. Next is the part of heading pa rin, no. Letter C is the identifying initials, no. It refers to the initials of the originator and typist of the letter, no. Example nito is almost the same with the file reference, pero may naidagdag lang na initials kung sino ang gumawa ng memo. Just like for example dyan sa nakikita sa screen, nadagdagan ng OPN. No, OPN is an abbreviation of operation. Kasi nga sa office ng PNP, mayroon yang tinatawag na quad staff, no. Mayroong investigation, operation, yung operation is part of the quad staff. So ibig sabihin, pag makikita nyo na mayroong ganyang identifying initial rather, ibig sabihin ang memo na yan is nanggaling sa operation plus yung file reference. Okay, so nakikita nyo ang difference ng file reference at saka identifying initials. Next part of the heading is the addressee, no? Addressee, the person to whom the memorandum is written. It is addressed to the chief or head of an agency by his title. The letter is not addressed to the police office. The title is not abbreviated. No? For example, uh, yan, memorandum. So, for provincial director, no, comma, ZSPPO, no, meaning to say Samuel del Sur Police Provincial Office. Example, uh, example number 2. Unless the correspondence pertains to an individual, the name of the individual is not used in the address of a memorandum form. When it is necessary, however, to address correspondence to an individual by name, rank, file name, middle name, and last name are indicated in that order. His badge number and branch of service may be shown if it is known and considered necessary for identification. So, ang magiging example niya is uh, for, no? Mayroon parang memorandum plus for, then the name of an individual kung saan mo ipapadala yung memo, no? Which is addressed to PMSG Noel Matos Bande plus the badge number and kung anong organization siya sa PNP. So, ganun yun. Another example, number 3, no? When the same letter is intended for several addresses, the entire address of each is placed on a single line if possible. So, ang gagawin nyo is ganun pa rin. Since it is addressed to several offices, so ang gagawin nyo is ganyan, no? Chief, and then investigation, operation, admin, and PCR. So, yan. So, ganyan ang pagka sunod-sunod. So, yan ang patungkol sa address, no? Kung paano nyo gawin. Okay, letter E. Part of heading is the attention line. Attention line for faster routing, no? Correspondence may be addressed to the individual or the head of office or by the use of an office symbol. Example A. Addressed to the intention of individual. So, ang gagawin nyo, kasi it is addressed to an individual, so ganyan, for, then chief of police, then the name of the station, close and open parent, i-attention mo lang yung individual na papadalhan mo ng memo. Okay? When it is addressed to the intention of individual. So, ganyan ang pagkasulat. Then, next is example B, no? When it is addressed to the intention of the head of office. So, when it is addressed to the head of office, so ang gagawin nyo, for the chief of police, then the name of the station, close and open pares, then attention nyo lang yung chief ng sections ng office, no? Whether it is from operation, intelligence section, investigation, and in the PCR. Okay? So, example C, no? When it is addressed to the attention of the head of unit or command by the use of an office symbol, so ang gagawin nyo is ganun yan sa screen, no? The same, may memorandum, then sa baba, yung for, and chief of police, then the name of the station, close and open parent, then wala ng chief, no? Directly to this section, no? The operation, intel, invest, and PCR. Okay? Next is the part of heading is the sender or originator. Sender or originator is preceded by the word from. From is written in block style with open punctuation and normally placed below the addressee. Okay, example, no? Memorandum from, no? Then chief of police, comma, then the name of the uh, police station, which is the PCPS, no? Okay, part of the heading, letter G is the subject. Subject, the subject line should contain no more than 10 words. No? Take note that one. It starts two spaces below the sender and two spaces to the right of the column. When the subject extends two lines, the second line is blocked under the first letter of the first word of the subject. So, based on the example, so ganyan ang paggagawa. No, subject, then spot report, means relative to homicide case. Next is the date, no? H, still on the part of the heading, no? Date is refers to the date of signature or the present date. Example, no? Ganyan lang, memorandum, then date, then uh, kung anong date yung ginawa ang memo, no? Based on example that is that was on based on example that was on March 7, 2025. Okay, another parts of memorandum, no, yung una is the uh, heading. The number two is the body, no? Body is na number two parts of part of memorandum. Body, it is the message itself. This part is type single space except when it is less than 9 lines and no reply is expected, in which case it may be double space. Double spacing is always used between paragraphs. Body, letter A, is paragraphing. Paragraphing, when a letter consists of only one paragraph, the paragraph is not numbered, no? Although its subparagraphs will be lettered if there are two or more. In paragraphing, no, when there are two or more paragraphs, they are numbered consecutively. The first line of a paragraph is identified 5 bar spaces. The succeeding lines begin on the left margin. There must be at least two subparagraphs. For example, if there is one, there is two. The first line is indented so that the designated letters appear directly under the first letter of the first word in the main paragraph. The second and the succeeding lines of these paragraphs begin on the left margin. So that is about paragraphing, no? Parts of the this is part of the body, no? And letter B is abbreviations. Abbreviation, a memorandum allows abbreviation which are generally allowed in the police service. They are usually written without spacing or periods, except geographical locations. If the full name is used, the abbreviated rank is permissible. Abbreviations, example, so ganyan ang pagkasulat. Uh, PCPT, meaning Police Captain Joe Way C. Cruz. No? If family name only the rank is spelled out, for example, Police Captain Cruz. Pag nakasulat yung full yung rank niya, no need to mention the first name and the middle initial, no, kundi yung surname na lang. No? Just like for example, nakita diyan sa baba, itong Police Captain Cruz. Okay, next is letter C is the references. References, two publications must be specific and fully implemented. References are not made to a publication or document which is not available to the addresses of the correspondents. Example, no, sa references, ganyan. Itong reference na example is ito yung sa anti-drug operations na which is mayroong pre-operational control number from the PDEA office, no? Meron din silang clearance from the Regional Intelligence Division. So, yung mga succeeding na nakasulat yan ang mga reference number, no? And then letter C is the standard operating procedure which is part of the references. Okay, next is the page numbering. The first page should not be numbered. Now, take note of one. Subsequent pages, including those in which endorsements are prepared, are numbered consecutively, beginning with the second page as number 2. Okay, the page number is centered 1 inch from the bottom of the page. The number should not stand by itself and should not be set off by dashes, parentheses, or some other punctuations. Okay, next is the dividing a paragraph. 3 or fewer lines should not be divided between pages. At least 2 lines of a divided paragraph should appear on each page. In dividing sentence between pages, at least 2 words should appear on each page. A word should not be divided between 2 pages. The complementary ending should not appear alone on a page without part of a body or text. Dividing a paragraph, no, when the space below the text is not sufficient for the close, at least the 2 lines of the last paragraph may be placed on the last page together with the commentary ending. On the second and succeeding pages, the file reference and subject should be typed beginning on the left margin 1.25 inches from the top of the page. The text is continued on the second line below the identification line. So that is about the body. Yan ang pangalawa. Yung pangatlo, parts of memorandum is the complementary ending. Complementary ending, this refers to the materials found below the last paragraph of the body. It consists of the authority line, diffuse, signature, list of enclosures, and list of copies being furnished. Complementary ending letter A, authority line. So, ano tong authority line? Authority line, it should be shown when the correspondence is signed for the chief or head of an agency or office by an individual authorized to do so. This reflects the fact that the communication is an expression of the will of the chief himself. The authority line begins on the second line below the last paragraph, directly under the first word of the preceding main paragraph. It is typed in capital letters without abbreviations. A staff officer may sign under the authority line only when authorized to do so. Example, no? If signing, number 1, if signing for a chief or head of an office and address to members under him, so ganun lang, by authority of Police Colonel Leonardo E. Guas, no? Then, yung pangalan niya sa baba, yung rank at saka kung ano yung designation na. Siya yung Chief of Provincial Intelligence Unit. So, ito, sa province level to. Ibig sabihin, by the authority of the provincial director, no? Itong si Police Colonel Leonardo E. Guas, pwedeng mag-sign sa baba si Police Lieutenant Colonel Ernielo M. Pazo. So, ganyan. Number 2 example, no, if not addressed to a member under him, kung hindi under sa kanya, directly under sa kanya, so ang gagawin nyo is for the chief of police, no. Magkamali dyan, may clerical error, letter F yan, for the chief of police. Then pangalan sa baba, rank, and ah, kung ano ang designation niya. So ganyan. Pag hindi under sa kanya. Pero kung directly under sa kanya, ang gagawin niyo is yung una, no, by the authority. O yan ang kaibahan. Pag hindi under sa kanya, for the chief of police. Okay? So, dapat nakuha niyo yan. And then, letter B, under commentary ending is the signature. The signature, it contains the name of the officer, usually his first name, middle initial, and last name. Signed in black or blue black ink, no? Never blue or any other color. The name being typed, stamped, or printed. All in capital letters, identical with the written name, the officer's rank or service, and title designation. If the concerned chief or head of office personally signed the memorandum, his title or designation may not be included anymore. Take note that one. Okay? Uh, Letter C, part of commentary ending is the enclosures. So enclosures naman, no? These are the supplementary documents which are sent with the communication to provide additional information. When the letter has one or more enclosures, this fact is entered in the left side of the page in the following manner. So example, so ganyan lang, no? Enclosures, then letter A, kung ano yung uh, ina-attach mo doon sa ginagawa mong memo. Katulad yan, no? Merong arrest report, booking mugshots, laboratory examination request, laboratory result, drug test request for, and drug test result. Example lang yan. And letter D is the copy furnished to the other offices. Copy furnished to the other offices, a notation concerning copy furnished should be typed immediately under and separated by at least one line from the listing of enclosure if any. Example, so ganun, copy furnish, no? Tapos isulat mo kung sino ang ika-copy furnish mo. Si regional director ba, no? Yung province, yung CPS at saka down to NPS. So that's all for the parts of memorandum, no? There are three. Number one is the heading, number two is the body, number three is the complementary ending. So yan ang parts ng memorandum. And mayroon siyang mga subparts, no? Yun lang ang tandaan ninyo. For your research assignment, you have to research the following, no? Research the standard format of a memorandum. Please include the margin and the proper spacing from heading to complementary ending. No, ang memorandum meron yang proper spacing. So gusto kong yun ang i-research niyo. Then after that, pag alam niyo na yung proper spacing, next is make one spot report, no, relative to shooting incident, no, following the standard format of a memorandum. No? This research assignment, including your reaction papers, will be collected or submitted the next meeting. So thank you, and have a wonderful day.